Hey, Cubs fan, this is Brandon coming at you with another positional breakdown. We're going position by position. We did the catchers, now we're doing the outfielders. If you love this content, make sure that you guys are liking and hyping. Once again, I'm trying to make all of this content for you guys. If you guys are watching and are like, man, I like this, the only way that you guys get to show me that you guys actually like it is by hitting the like button. Man, self-explanatory, right? On top of that, the only way this is going to reach out to much more Cubs fans is if you continue to like and hype and comment and subscribe. Our comment for today is let me know what you guys think PCA's home run and stolen base totals are going to be on the year, as the Stars are going to be back in Wrigley soon. PCA is going to go out to the WBC first, which is going to be extremely exciting. I think the USA is going to pull this one out. I hope so. My prediction for PCA on home runs and stolen bases, I think his home runs are going to be a little bit lower. Let's say like 25 to 30, as he hit 31 last year. I think that 25 to 30 range sounds about right. But I think that stolen base total of 35 is going to look more like 45 to 50. Let me know what you guys think. I think as we do continue to talk about our budding star, he was featured on Chicago Magazine. And on Chicago Mag, he said that he felt like he was on the cusp of it for so long and he was very close. And it felt like it never really happened. Like he was basically showing like flashes in the pan, but it never all really fully clicked. And it was really frustrating to the point where like the emotions and the anger tired him out. He said as well in the article that you can see that within the second half, that he was just frustrated and tired and it just wasn't fully all gelling together. While I may not have the answers, let's try to dive deep and see what this could be by just looking at his baseball savant. This is not going to be as simple a fix as this. I think PCA is going to be okay. As you see, he's still an overall above average hitter, even though you look at his savant and there's not really many metrics that pop off the screen to you, besides the fact that he's a smaller guy and has a great amount of pop for his size. But the biggest concerns, as you see, is his chase percentage. Oh my goodness, that is a wild chase percentage at 41.7%. That is a second percentile within the league. I think that if he limits his chase, that is going to inflate his whiff, his K, and his walk percentage all together. I think that with time, honestly, the game is going to slow down a lot more. He's going to chase a lot less, and he's going to find his pitches to rip. And when it is on for PCA, nobody can bring the level of play that he can bring to the field. If I was Craig Counsell, he would be my everyday center fielder unless if he brings any more reason of concern. Right now, I'm only thinking of him as our superstar everyday center fielder. Now going from one established everyday guy to the other, Ian Happ out in left field, played 150 games, got on base at a 342 clip, slugged at 420, had a 4 WAR with 23 homers with 4 straight Gold Gloves. Consistency is the name of the game for Ian Happ. He started his rookie year in 2017 with a 113 OPS plus. Throughout the years, it just has been steady Eddie. His best year would be the COVID-shortened 2020 year where he hit 131. But if you see here, he had 2 straight years of 120 OPS. I'm hoping for a third straight, obviously. I love Ian Happ because you know exactly what you're going to get with Ian Happ, playing the majority of the games out in left field, being a great defender out there in left, as well as a very good hitter at the plate from both sides of the plate. Once again, please share and subscribe. We are so close to that next goal of 1.1K. I'll give you an updated total of how many we need tomorrow when I drop another video. Yes, this is going to be a daily thing, I promise you. So I'm looking to have the consistency of Ian Happ. Now, from talking about Ian Happ, now going to another infielder that is looking to get outfield reps in, Matt Shaw. Jordan Bastian had an article on MLB where Quentin Berry, the third base coach of the Cubs, said that Matt Shaw is such a great athlete. He's so confident in his athleticism and his ability to play defense that the transition is going to be fine. And honestly, I agree with him. Mind you, Matt Shaw was a middle infield prospect that kicked on over to third base and shined. He played 126 games, had a defensive run saved at 12, and a total zone rating of 5. Now you might think, Brandon, these DRS total zone, these nerd metrics, what is the average? The average is 0. Matt Shaw came in as a third baseman and shined at third base. And if you watch Cubs games, you would agree with me. He had web gem after web gem. But last year behind the plate, he did struggle just a little bit, which I am a little concerned about. Judging that he is going to be playing right field, there is another outfielder with a big bat that is looking to take that spot. And his name is Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki played 151 games last year for the Cubs, had a 130 OPS plus, clobbered 32 homers, got on base at a 326 clip, slugged 478 for an OPS at 804. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Why not just throw Matt Shaw out there in right field, have his defense just shine, and have a Cubs team that prides themselves on defense have every single defensive position covered? What is interesting is that Seiya Suzuki is a better hitter when he's playing right field than when he's just DH. Granted, in a small sample size, this discrepancy between OPSs is a huge deal. My only issue is that his DRS out in right field is -4. He is not a great right fielder. And as a Cubs fan, you remember him dropping that ball to ruin the postseason run of 2024. So what I would do with PCA in center and Ian Happ in left, put Matt Shaw in at right against left-handed hitting, and against right-handed hitting, put Seiya Suzuki in right, while I put Moises Ballesteros in at DH. While we do have our big three in our outfield established, we're going to be playing 162 games. Over the course of 162, depth is obviously key. And looking at our 40-man roster, we do have Justin Dean on the roster, but looking at his previous stats, he played 18 games last year and only had 2 plate appearances. So I would imagine him to be more of a pinch runner / defensive replacement. I want to look into guys that may be getting at-bats, say a guy goes down, or a player that we thought was supposed to be really good ends up slumping or not doing as well as we thought. Hence, PCA. So first we'll talk about the veterans that we've signed and the guys that we've seen within spring training to this point. We have Michael Conforto that we signed to an off-season deal. Last year, he played 138 games. He got on base at the 305 clip, still had a below average OPS plus and a negative WAR as a corner outfielder. Dylan Carlson played for the Orioles last year, had 83 games played, was a little bit of a better slugger, but overall a worse hitter. And Chas McCormick was the worst hitter out of all of them, playing only in 64 games. Granted, smallest of the sample sizes, playing for Houston. I look at these 3 guys, and honestly, the only one that pops out to me the most is Dylan Carlson, solely just because of his production that he's had in spring training so far. Carlson has a 1261 OPS, granted only in 11 plate appearances. Michael Conforto hasn't played yet for the Cubs, and Chas McCormick has gotten as many hits as Dylan Carlson, but in 6 more at bats. One player I am stoked to watch, though, is Kevin Alcántara. He is amazing. I think that he has a bright future ahead of him. As you see here, throughout the rungs of the minor league, I pulled a minimum of 100 plate appearances. In 2023, he went through 3 different phases of the minor leagues, going from rookie ball all the way to AA. Same in 2024, he had some at-bats in the major leagues as well. I wanted to get his stats of when he's been the most established. And as you see here, even though the competition has been getting greater and greater, he still has been performing, ending 2025 with a 780 OPS in the MLB, even though it was with 12 plate appearances. With Seiya Suzuki and Matt Shaw's technical positional versatility, I think PCA, Ian Happ, Matt Shaw, Seiya Suzuki, Kevin Alcántara, and one of the veterans, possibly, if Dylan Carlson shows out like he has, to be a part of this roster for the 2026 season. Thank you all for joining. Once again, please like and subscribe. I love doing all of this. This has been a blast, and as I'm continuing to do this, I want you guys to continue to give me feedback. Let me know what I'm doing well, what I'm doing bad. Please, like, even if you guys want to rip me in the comments, please rip me in the comments. I will like it, I promise you. Like, I'm here for all your feedback. I want to talk with you guys, and I'm looking forward to this 2026 season. Go Cubs, go.